Now let's go big on sound with the Aiwa Pro Enigma. This is your party speaker done right. Retro design, leather wrapped around the side and back, digital LCD, silver knobs to tune the music. Supports input through Bluetooth, USB-A, micro SD card. You can do a lot with this one. Does not have any kind of Wi-Fi streaming though. Also comes with 2 microphones so you can record your user's voice or get all set for karaoke night. Let's take a look. Did this shake our walls?
Let's talk about the big one today, the big speaker. With a name as complicated as its meaning, this is the Aiwa MI-X450 Pro Enigma. It's not only big in size but big on the list of things that it can do, and today we will tell you all about it. First things first, the design. It's different. Not as elegant as the products from Marshall, but just a few ways away from Marshall-esque. It has leather wrapped around the sides and back. Up front is the grille with a digital LCD and a bunch of knobs on the upper edge. Up top are controls for music and a huge dial for the volume. On the back are many ports. An aux-in port, USB-A port to play music from a pen drive if you still have one of those, a micro SD card slot, a headphone jack for audio monitoring, and a port to use the speaker as a guitar amp. And all of this fits into a very retro aesthetic which looks good in the brown, gold and silver color scheme. The speaker also comes with 2 mics that connect wirelessly to the speaker. They are designed well and sturdy but fail to match the aesthetic of the speaker itself. Now, while talking about the design, we saw certain things stand out. What's the purpose of those knobs? Well, half of them control the sound that comes out of the speakers. One can easily tune the sound using the knobs rather than configuring it on an EQ in an app that you have to download. Fits in perfectly with the retroness of it all. What about the other half? They control the sound output of the mics. Yes, the mics connect to the speaker and can be used to record audio or for hosting a karaoke night on the weekends. And apart from the music being played out of the pen drive, micro SD card or the device connected through the aux, the user can also connect their phone via Bluetooth, but sadly even today it lacks Wi-Fi connectivity. As for how the music coming out sounds, it's pretty good. It's not perfect, and that's where the knobs on the front of the speaker come in handy. By default, the sound coming out of the triple driver setup is very bass heavy. So decreasing the bass a little and driving up the other frequency makes it sound much better. Once the sound is tuned, the bassy thumps shake the floor, the mids are clear and the highs are sufficient. The instrument separation is still lacking and the details share the same fate. At 50% volume, the Enigma blows out the room, and at 100%, it can blow out the house. Moving the connection from Bluetooth to aux and playing high-res tracks is where the sound output sees improvement in terms of depth separation and details, and that is all because of the support for hi-fi playback. This is where the Wi-Fi connectivity could have helped a lot, and it is sad to see it missing. As for battery life, it's not impressive. On a single charge, it lasts for 3 to 8 hours, which varies with volume. On most days, while being used inside a room at 50% volume, it should last for 7 hours, which is average. On top of all this, the speaker takes a long while to charge, almost 7 hours, which is pretty astonishing. And to ruin it further, it does not have USB-C charging, it uses a proprietary charger. So the Aiwa MI-X450 Pro Enigma has multiple capabilities, but at the same time it also suffers a little with sound and a lot with charging. And even though it has a few things working for it, it is hard to recommend a speaker selling for 59,990 rupees which does not have Wi-Fi connectivity in this day and age. So at the end of the day, it can only be suggested to the niche audience who want the design, the guitar amp, the control and the karaoke mics with the Enigma.